Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Morrison's ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face. Johnson's coming down to the ring right now. Not seeing much personality out of this ring walk.
Introducing first, from Grants, Tony the Duke Morrison.
Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This a 10-rounder. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Tommy Morrison's ability to punch, to flat out put forth power, puts people in the seats. Early on, that's what they expect to see here.
And early on, sometimes too much of a good thing, guess what? It can be dangerous. It can backfire. If he lands a punch and it doesn't get rid of the guy, well, what else can he do? What happens then?
Little head knocking with that right hand. He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
Downstairs with a right hand. Johnson's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. The old 1-2. What a thudding shot he just landed.
Well, he left the left hand out there a little lazy, and he crashed it over.
And we come to the end of round number one. Johnson's going with a quality that I think is very underrated in boxing. That is to be judicious, to really think about when, how, and make the most of each thing you're doing. His punch rate, very, very effective in terms of his percentage landed.
Yeah, he's throwing educated punches. You know, he's not wasting anything. He's making everything count, but just as importantly, everything is leading to something else. You know, he's working the body one moment, and that's leading up to some head attack later on. So he's planning everything out like a smart fighter, a guy that understands the sweet science.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Johnson so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Solid right hand lands from Meldrick Johnson. Morrison's doing well here with that two-punch combination. A stinging uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Scored well with that right hand to the body. And now he's targeting upstairs. He digs into the body again. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Johnson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Oh, good exchange there. Jab with the straight, classic combination. Able to show you his blocking ability. Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football game.
Yeah, there are, you know, physical ones and emotional and mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen. They have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbow before he throws a jab, they lose the power. So you got to teach them to keep those elbows in, punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power, and also get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on them, and now he can control him. And of course, the mental aspects of it, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
Good block there by Johnson. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Morrison. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Eldred Johnson showing good form with that right hand. Johnson's in a very nice rhythm right now, landing the uppercut on the inside. If he can stay with that, he can do some serious damage.
The damage he can do is put something on top of that uppercut, Joe. He needs to do that. The uppercut picks up the head, put the hook up top to take it off.
That's a great combination. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. 10 seconds to go in this third round. And that does it for this round. Start of round 4, I was trying to listen in to what was told to him after the third round. Teddy, he trails on your scorecard 3 rounds to zip. He's throwing a lot of punches, but he needs some better advice.
Yeah, well, one of the things that he can be told, and I would tell him, is move after your last punch. Don't stand there and wait for the receipt. You're paying a price.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy is walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Johnson's cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. There's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Tommy Morrison. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Commits to the straight right. Ten seconds to go in the fourth. Jab and a straight by Morrison. And round 4 comes to an end. Johnson's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. How about that exchange? Johnson's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Back and forth exchange. Morrison's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Able to dismiss it. Johnson's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now I don't think his opponent likes to tone him.
He scored well after being hit himself. Johnson's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. They both decide to bring it. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. On the mark with the combination by Johnson. Johnson's left is working well that time. End of the round, and that was a very good example of how to be efficient with what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good example of how, as you say, Joe, he doesn't waste anything. You know, he wants to make everything count, but it gives hope that the other guy can come back, because there's spots where you can out-hustle him. While he's being so conservative, you can just outwork him a little.
He comes with a straight right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. There's a straight right hand. Morrison's showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
Goes up top with the right hand. Morrison's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Well played, straight right hand. Morrison's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Hard to believe they can still give like this in these final moments of what has been a sensational round.
I feel like I'm back at the amusement park on a roller coaster again, like a kid.
Well-timed, well-placed uppercut there. Johnson scoring with that right hand. Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. That last round was a great example of the game plan by Johnson. They want to see clean and effective punching, just landing flush. They got it.
Yeah, a lot on the back end. You know, he was stepping out, doing a lot of counter punching, allowing his opponent to do some of his work for him. Come in a little reckless and nail him.
One, two jabs. A little head hunting with the right. He has walked through bullets, bazookas, and bombs, and he's still standing in there tonight, Teddy.
Yeah, this is a testament not just to the physical makeup. I know a lot of people at home are going to say, wow, what kind of bone does he have inside that chin? But it's his mind, too. He's making a choice, just like you do in life and other things. He's making a choice to deal with this. A lot of guys would have given in already.
Right hand followed by a very well-placed left hook to the body. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Halfway through the 7th round. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Morrison's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Solid left hand to the head. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Tommy Morrison. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Morrison's fighting this fight as if somebody glued the bottom of his shoes to the canvas, Teddy.
Somebody should check that right now. If I was in the corner, I'd call the referee over and say, hey, can you check that for me?
As we start round number 8 here, Johnson's enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard. And Teddy, the other thing is, this is a fighter that is showing no signs of letting up.
No, it's up to him. I mean, he could coast home now, put it into cruise control, co-pilot, or go for the gusto.
Good job with the old 1-2 by Tommy Morrison. I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. Johnson's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Sharp and accurate 1-2 by Tommy Morrison. He has his target. He lands the straight right. Doing very nicely, staying way out of range of danger and utilizing his jab.
And usually he's a guy, if we were talking about basketball, he's a guy who likes to be in the paint. Hit some layups, do a little dunking. Hey, he's got a jump shot.
Flush right hand to the head. That uppercut absolutely rocked. Wow! Picture perfect combination, and he is floored.
Well, the old timers would say you can hit a guy with 2. Why hit him with 1?
One, two, three.
Morrison's up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight. And that's the end of round 8. Johnson's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Solid right by Johnson. More than one punch downstairs. That can be damaging. Good defense just covering up down low. Hits him in the mug with the right. "90 seconds into the 9th round. Johnson's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Oh, he just ate a big, and bang, and away he goes. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
One, two, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, there's blood in the water, and he can smell it. He's going in for the kill.
Yes, he is, but he has to be careful that he doesn't walk into something.
Good job on the two-punch combo by Johnson. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And it's over. This fight is over. Meldrick Johnson's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Meldrick Johnson.
So here we are late in the fight, just coasting along, and then that happens.
And that's exactly why it happened.